how do you compare earning your degree, your training, your education as a Middle Eastern person? You earn those credentials. It is, you work hard for those credentials. How do you find the technical education or this kind of professional type of a credential for you as a visible minority, as a Muslim that work for you in the Atlantic provinces? Now, you work in two Atlantic provinces,
Yes.
Nova Scotia and Newfoundland.
Yeah, I must say, Atlantic provinces have a great universities and colleges here. Their education system is strong. Their university is a very top universities. If we talk about Memorial University, is one of the top universities. If we talk about Dalhousie, it's one of the top universities. And the College of North Atlantic is really a very good college. It's providing a good technical skills people to most of industry. And Alberta, for example, oil industries, it's rely on College of North Atlantic a lot heavily because we have engineering program there provide. Similar thing here, the Nova Scotia industry, it's rely heavily on Nova Scotia Community College and is very strong. And I must say the level of education is high. And comparing with England, I think our similar system because it's all Commonwealth countries. They are almost more or less same programs and same system. The only thing is at the beginning here, as an immigrant, you have to get your credential accredited from here before you start work. And that is really sometimes, that's the big challenge for most of the people. To get the PN, for example, professional engineers, and you have to do certain tests. Anybody overseas have to do the PN, which is, in any countries. And even from England, which is for myself. So you have to go through this process. You have to refresh your mind. You do a few tests, and then. But the problem is the timing sometimes because every 2 tests in 1 semester and so on. So it takes time to get that. But when you get this status, I think the job will become easy to get. As a research, I've been involved, and there is big research here is going on. The ocean technology here is a big thing.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, and in Nova Scotia, it's a very big. In Newfoundland, is very big. So there's a lot of research going in ocean technology, as well as here in renewable energy as well. I'm involving in renewable energy too. And there is, I think the Atlantic provinces, especially Nova Scotia, have the lead of the renewable energy and sustainability and the environment. If you look about the garbage sorting, that's one of the things of trying to keep things which is, environmental harm less, let's say. And and personally, I live even in ICF house, which is more sustainable, more environmental friendly, more insulation, less, and there's a lot of windows for solar and so on. Yeah. So it's really there is here good culture about environment, and I think the Atlantic province have the lead in that. So, and you could see how, in fact, it's a university or it's a city of students. We may be now seeing less because of COVID-19, but there's a lot of businesses rely on international students. Actually, if you go to, I think the Mount University, there is Sobeys School of Business is all Chinese.
So, St. Mary's.
Yeah, it's St. Mary's. Yeah. So it's really, and if you go to their website, they have the Arabic version, the Chinese version, because most of their funds come from foreign countries. And it is really a very good business for them, as well as definitely the program is a great program.
Hmm.
Now, even Nova Scotia, if we talk about the program, immigration program, they have immigration program for people who come here and they could apply to stay here. They give them a visa for 3 years to get a job, and then they could apply for a status of London an immigrant. And people started with the college doing that. I have very successful stories from
Oh yes.
Chinese students in my program, and Indian students, and so on. And they are successful now working because there is a need for a workforce. We have to admit there will be shortages of skilled worker here, especially expert like you being retired, and there are so many people like that. So there is have to fill this gap. So that is really one of the things here we encourage. I don't want to promote myself, but I do help people. I have a web page for the Middle East and how to get to Canadian universities and college
Yeah.
to come here as a status, then as an immigrant here. I don't want them to come as in a refuge and it's become burden on welfare and so on. We need a
Yeah.
skilled worker. We need people which is contribute to this society, contribute
Hmm.
positively, and it's become, involved heavy and part of the society, part of the
Good.
economy. This is important. So I think universities here, it is making this city's life. You could see how many university, Dalhousie, St. Mary, the Mount, the college, there are so many, and they are all top universities. So,
Yeah.
and there's a
Yeah.
lot of people. I know most of my community came from students. So our material is actually student, and most of them, I'm proudly says, they got a job here and
Hmm.
stayed, and they work with the system. Yeah, it's getting there, James.
Yeah.
It's getting there.
So, well, maybe after you we are done, you can send me your page or your website so I can put it in the description
Sure,
of my
sure,
channel so people can also link in
sure.
there.
I'll share that video if you
Uh,
like in my my page, Facebook
Good.
page,
Yeah.
which is
Just yeah, you can talk about it here as well as give me the link so I can put it down
sure,
there in the description. Yeah.
sure. I will.
Yeah.
I will send you that.
Yeah. So you talk a lot about employment and contribution. So you are more on the ground now because I retired. What's the employment situation like now before all the lockdown taken place now? Of course, we can't
Yeah.
even get there now, but what's the employment situation like before the lockdown?
Um, I'm in Nova Scotia Community College in a program where is 85 to 95 of graduates, they got job right away within 3 months from the graduation, and
Hmm.
including some of them, they are coming from international students.
Yes.
Actually, this year, international students have a great role in the college. They put them as an ambassadors. They put them in the international office in the college, and we have very successful ladies working there. And they came
Yes.
from Brazil and Turkey and so on. So there are so many involvement going on.
Hmm.
Um, Nova Scotia industry is growing. As a province, it's actually there is a lot of growing, especially as I said in renewable energy and sustainability. There is a lot of good program from the government to support, help people who want to move on or switch from power to renewable energy. So a lot of renewable energy programs we have here um, have a lot of opportunities to work, and I've seen a lot of jobs there. Beside, we have big companies like Michelin, like Steel in North America, like Pratt and Whitney, like
Hmm.
other companies, big major companies. they always looking for opportunities, looking for a new
Yeah.
people to work in the workforce. So
Yeah.
as in engineering, it's growing, and I didn't see any difficult for our people. Actually, there is big demand for them in the in the industry. The good things about the college, they have this program, especially when I talk about my program, we
Hmm.
have business industry course, which is, and the work placement is look like a co-op program. So when they go, the student and experience there, they've seen their skill, their quality, and they will be hired. If they're not hired, it's really a good positive experience to get them hired in different place.
Yeah.
Trade, we are always short in the trade
Oh,
because
yes. Yeah.
um,
Go and get
the
somebody. Get your
yeah,
plumbing fix.
I'm
You take a few
struggling now
weeks.
to find it. Yeah, yeah, renovation now an issue. So it's really very successful. I think for anybody, for immigrant, if they want to be very very skilled, just get trade. Just get trade. I've seen a lot of people now. You could see auto body, auto shops, things like that. It's really from immigrant people. They got college degree, and based on that college, they got a job right away. Just lately, there's some bright immigrant came, graduate from the college, took advantage of COVID-19. There's so many shops open, so he opened a mobile changing oil. He
Yes.
start he start with one truck. He have now three truck to work with. So it's really it's business growing. People, they don't go out. They want to change their oil. He come change your oil, take your oil, and things like that, which is fees is not big, minimal fee. So there are so many jobs. There are people creative here to do jobs. So I think for any active person, I encourage them to come to Atlantic provinces, because when a provinces grow, it's a chance for you to grow with this province and getting
Good.
bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
And now is just simple as that. Is the let's say the industry of housing industry is growing. The housing is getting higher. This is the only province which is, I think, the house market is even strong and is not down. It's actually, there is an increase. So
Hmm.
the value of all the houses has been more expensive because the demand is so much and the offer is less. So there's not much houses around, and they are building in very expensive houses now. So it's
Oh, yeah.
really growing.
The construction industry is huge now.
Booming. Yes, man.
Booming.
Yeah, yeah. So
So,
it's
okay.
crazy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah.